Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is the Silent K, and today we're picking up where we left off last week with the Challenger Deep. And I see you, Varank. Want to lull at that. New viewer sitting at my house. Well, that's exciting. So, real quick, let me just make sure I've got everything set up right. And we should be, if I recall, this is where we were last time. We've got Lark prone and in trouble here. We've got our archer in support. We've got, it looks like up here, we've got our Orion is also taking a beating, probably because he's outnumbered 3-1. And down here we're doing a little bit better. We've got the Awesome and the Wolverine. Oh, that's an ally. Where's our other? I thought we had someone else down here. I was thinking of the Assassin who made their way over here. Right? Anyway, yes. His paint is all messed up. I'm not sure. Wait, my paint? Your paint? So yes, we will soon be upgrading to 49.3. Rushnagar, you are not late. You are in fact one of the first ones joining us. I was actually just replacing the bot players. So yeah, this is kind of the opening stages of tonight's session. Civilian units, we want them to have no bravery and lots of self-preservation and no aggression. Maybe about 8 on the herding and about 8 on the pilot caution. Wait, I did unmute, right? Yeah, okay, we've got audio. Just had to double check. Sometimes I freak myself out. I forget things that have happened. So back to 5s, I guess, for everyone else. Default settings here. Yes, we will be saving that. We will also, since I guess that was the team that was we were waiting on for the indirect fire. And World League Force 2, yes, standard settings. So it is our turn to move. These guys are hiding in the rubble, waiting for a target. They have no visibility because of, I believe it was snow, or no, we rerolled the snow, it's just darkness, right? I don't know. I did not review last week's episode before going live today, so apologies if I seem a little roughshod regarding continuity. But yeah, our field gunners are mostly going to be sitting tight waiting for targets. That's right, there was an enemy assassin around here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. He's taken some hits. What kind of shape are you in? Nothing penetrating yet, but down to the red in 3 locations. You guys were making your way over here to support them. And you guys were sitting tight in this building, hoping it doesn't come down around you. Alright. So, we do have an assassin down here in the very corner. Drillson getting targeted by artillery, Rifleman getting targeted by artillery. That is Murdoch in the Stalker. Closing on this Orion. Honestly, this Archer needs to redirect and come deal with this Griffin and Phoenix Hawk over here. So I think we're going to go ahead and make that commitment right now. Can we get, yes, we're 7 hexes, well, he's not going to stay there. We're 8 hexes from the Griffin, so that's medium range for everything. He did not, however, get his full movement mod. We can Go ahead and minimize this so it's not in the way. Put this over here so I'm not in the way. Awesome, being double teamed by the Griffin and the Trebuchet. We want to hold off on that, I think, until they move. Likewise, the Orion would like to wait for an opportunity. We can, however, hope that artillery doesn't... okay, we've got a turn to get out of there. Yeah, I'm worried that artillery is going to... Actually, those are snipers. Snipers have a 2-range blast radius. So even if they don't spread, that's still too close. If anything, actually... Murdoch, can you give me a 3? Don't give me a 2, just anything but a 2. Okay, so the Phoenix Hawk is closing on the Archer. That's fine, we've got medium lasers, and he's already damaged. Still holding off on that. I'd like to hold off on that. Lark. Yes, Lark. Lark has lost a lot. Right leg is gone, right torso is down to 1 point, left arm is into the internals. We currently still have 4 medium lasers, but we're not exactly mobile. I did not need to close that. Whoops. If we were to get up, it's not going to tell me. Well, I think we're safer in the mech than ejected. Let me bring back my view. Heavy damage, so not quite crippled. So the enemy is not counting him as being in forced withdrawal. So he might still be a target. So he might draw this Phoenix Hawk to try to finish him off, and then we can pounce with the Archer, I think. In the meantime, yeah, it's not time to eject yet. We'll save the cockpit. I saw someone move up here. That was the Wolverine. Can we get Petra 6 hexes from the Wolverine? That's medium range for the autocannon, medium range for the lasers. Short range, but barely within minimum for the LRM. Would be in his back if we went here. And that 4H Hunchback is kind of a longer range variant. It's not the scary one with the 20. Come on, stand up for me, please and thank you. Yes. That does mean we're going to have like 4 medium lasers at our back though. And I think Awesome Hoser is the last one. Okay, no, we've still got the Assassin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's a 2-level cliff, so... Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we go here, or maybe here. Yeah, I don't want to go through that rough patch with a 6 pilot. Also don't want to be super close to this Drillson. It's about to be atomic this turn. We'll go 7 hexes from the Phoenix Hawk. That's perfect range for our LRM-5 at least. And the Griffin has given us his back. We're gonna take it. Honestly, if we just stand still, get the best modifier, there's no reason to close. If anything, it just hampers our PPCs. He's not. Oh, the Griffin is withdrawing, so if we shoot at him, he will shoot back next turn, given the opportunity. Alright, Sniper hits the Drillson in the front, immobilizing it. It was already immobile, and the right side. Only scattered 1 hex. The other sniper scatters harmlessly. Alright, field gunners. Do not have a target, I don't think. Nope, doesn't look like. Just to make sure. Yeah, that's those two. We've got a pilot down here. We've got... That's the Griffin, the Phoenix Hawk, the Orion, and the Rifleman, who is prone. That's the Assassin. That's the Wolverine and the Hunchback and the the Hunchback and the Crusader and a Bulldog. So these guys, Field Gunners 10, have not got anything close. These guys need 12s with the autocannon, 9s with their rifles. So we're gonna fire the rifles. These guys moved this turn, so they are not gonna have a shot on anything. It's fine. Looks like the assassin's going for our turret up here. These guys also have no visibility. That's one thing that takes a little bit of getting used to when I switch back and forth, is that in the newer version, 49 series of Megamek, they implemented a thing where, since searchlights cost 0 tons and 0 crit spaces, they just kind of gave them to every mech, so you see a lot more searchlights, and the Princess bot loves using those searchlights. Every battle, it seems like, is just searchlights all over the place. So it makes it easier to hit your enemies because they're all lit up. So this is a much darker scenario than what I've been playing lately. And we could take 11s on the Griffin, or we could try to finish off this Drillson. I don't like 11s very much at all. This Drillson is almost dead, so I tell you what we're gonna do, actually. We're gonna make him our primary target on 11s, and then we're gonna go for that front and try to land one of these at least and disable him, so at least our artillery will pick a different target. Now this guy's in retreat, if I'm not mistaken. Should say crippled. Yes, which is, I mean, badly damaged, missing an arm, but still relatively functioning. So I think I may have moved him wrong. I need to be targeting the Trebuchet, which means we get 6s instead of 6s. But I was planning on using the medium lasers in the back of the Griffin, whereas since they're leg mounted, the Trebuchet is outside of our arc for that. So we are going to take 1, 2, 3 6s and a... wait. Can I skill? Oh, because of the specialization. I was like, how is it better within the minimum range? We're not going to shoot the pilot, we're not going to shoot the Griffin, we're going to let him get away, because I'd rather not take another PPC that I don't have to. We've already taken just a smattering of damage, but, you know, every point that we don't have to fix saves us money. Maybe if we take down the Trebuchet really quick, we can take some back shots at the Griffin and try to get some salvage, but for right now we're going to deal with the actual threat instead of the guy who's like, nope, I'm out. Orion, that is coming in on our left side, that's coming in on our right side, so at least we're not getting back shot, although left and right, still not great. We came here to try to land some hits on the Wolverine. Those are not great odds, but the alternative, 7. That'd be a 9 as a secondary target. That would be 12 as a secondary target, so I think we're just going to have to roll with the 11. 11s. I forgot we don't have as many heat sinks as I would like, and we'll take a 10 as well. It's 3 points of heat on an 11, and we're going to skip the medium laser. We're going to take the autocannon and the LRM. Be heat neutral for the turn. Ooh, I miss high tech. Stalker with effectively 24 heat sinks. We've got 4s with the large lasers. That is spectacular. I would love to land both of those. And then we've got 8s with all the missiles, 6s with the lasers. We'll take 3 laser shots. That puts us at 4 heat for the turn. Yeah. Well, if we drop one of the larges and replace it with a medium, we'd be at 23 heat, which no, I hate seeing heat sinks go to waste. We're gonna do this. And of course, Lark with currently no targets because he is prone. Or no, we do actually have some 11s over here. We'll take them. It's not likely, but it's better than nothing. And then we've got 13s and a 9. We'll take the 9. So that's a miss. Wolverine misses. The Hunchback 4H landing a hit on the Orion's right arm for 10, center torso for 5, right torso going internal, 13 structure remaining with that other medium laser, and the last one misses. The Assassin taking a medium laser to the left leg, critting on his lower leg, so he's going to be making piloting checks every time he jumps now, which is fantastic. Maybe he will go prone at an opportune moment. The civilian coolant truck firing flamers at the Crusader on 10s and missing. Enemy rifleman shooting at our friendly Hermes, hitting him in the chest for 5 with a medium laser. Friendly Blackjack at the Hunchback on 12s and missing. Our Archer did get the kill on the Drillson, so maybe those snipers will be targeting someone else from here on. Like that rifleman who is getting hit next turn. Phoenix Hawk missing our Archer on an 8. Hoser landing 3 for 3 PPCs on 6s to the right torso, right arm, and right torso. So blowing off his right arm, which is, I think, about half of his weaponry. Yeah, both of those medium lasers. I thought a Trebuchet had 2 LRM-15s. Was I mistaken? I thought he had one in the torso and one in the arm. This must be a different variant. 5J. I have to remember that. Yeah, nice shooting. And then the large laser sadly missed on a 7. Not specialized, so, but still, 3 out of 4. Outstanding, amazing, especially with my odds, or my luck when it comes to dice. Crusader landing one of his LRM-15s on our Orion to the right torso, critting out an autocannon 10. That's a shame. And then the Trebuchet at Hoser, scorching the paint on the left arm for 10 points. The Hunchback 4, friendly Hunchback 4G at the Trebuchet missing on 12s with 2 medium lasers. Friendly Clint hitting the Phoenix Hawk in the left leg for 5. Let's see, is this Petra in the Orion, I think? Yes, Petra in the Orion, missing the Wolverine on 11s and 10s. And then Murdoch and the Stalker landing both of his large lasers. One of them sadly does not connect because he has partial cover. One of the medium lasers to the left arm. So that's only 13 points of damage. That's not going to be a skill check. The Griffin at the Archer, 74. Was he? He's not the one in retreat, is he? Did we already shoot at him? I don't know. Maybe there was 2 Griffins? I mean, I know there were 2 Griffins. Were there 2 Griffins? It's been a week since I played. I'm sorry. Friendly Hermes at the Rifleman, landing a medium laser to the right arm, but not quite critting. Leaving him with 5 structure, though, which should be easy enough to knock out. And that's half of his weapons gone. Lark missing on 11s, but we knew that was going to happen. The Assassin missing the Phoenix Hawk on a 9. And then the enemy Orion at our Archer landing 9 missiles to the right leg and left torso, but we still have 20 and 21 armor remaining. The enemy Assassin shooting at, I assume that's the medium laser turret, stunning the crew, leaving it with 32 structure remaining. Orion took 20 damage, but stays standing. The Trebuchet falling down, taking 5 to the leg, and making his first consciousness check. So the hits keep on coming. And then the enemy Assassin, because of that, was it the lower leg actuator that got hit, also falls, takes 4 to the chest. So he is even more bare of armor than he was before, which is very. Hoser up to 3 heat, Murdoch up to 4. Friendlies, we've got the Dervish at 3, we've got the Clint at 5 because he's been jumping around like crazy. Enemies, we've got the Phoenix Hawk at 9, we've got the Assassin at 5. He's not going to be jumping next turn though because he's prone. We've got the Crusader at 6, we've got the Hunchback 4H at 7. Yeah, there's 2 1-ins, one on the pink force and one on the orange force. The orange one is at 6 heat and the orange Orion is at 5. So they're pushing. They're still pushing hard. We have 1 initiative, which with a natural 12 plus our bonus of 4 gives us 16 for initiative. And then we're going to be going second on our team after the civilian units because there was a dice off. We've got the enemy down to just under 11,000 remaining of their 17,000 to start with. So we need to knock out a couple thousand more. And then we've got snipers coming in next turn. And this turn, of course. Yeah, that one is number 64. That's not the one that was shooting at us. Where is the other Griffin? Is he? Yeah, he's down here. This is the one that shot at us. So, starting with our field gunners, tuck that off screen out of the way. Which one are we on? Here they are. They're in rough, kind of waiting for, I guess the Trebuchet might come into range, but the Griffin won't. He's on his way out. These guys might need to take cover somewhere else, but I don't know where they would go. These are all, well, these are heavy buildings, so they would absorb a fair amount of damage. Where's climb mode? Can we get into the 66 building? Heavy standard, no, we can't. That's 4 movement points and we only have 3. We could perhaps go into this building for slightly better cover. Yeah, we're down to 14 guys. I'd like to save as many as possible, even if that means not shooting the field guns this turn. These guys would like to take cover inside this building. These guys are sitting tight waiting for a target. All right, Hoser would, I mean, if we just stand still again, we can hit that Trebuchet with everything. He's at pretty much the optimal range, aside from, you know, punching range. He did not get a mod. So if we just stand still, we're looking at 3 plus darkness. +1 for minimum range on the PPCs, but -2 for specialization. Yeah, we're gonna wreck that Trebuchet this turn by standing still. Archer would like to see what the Phoenix Hawk and the Griffin do. The Orion think would like to get up here. I don't want to be in head kicking range of a hunchback though. Also, he's got an autocannon 10 and we no longer do. Is it time to bug out maybe? I like standing still. Treb might try and run. He's already moved. He walked 1 hex. He is not evasive at all this turn. He might try and run next turn. He still has both of his legs. Actually, is he? Trebuchet is crippled and withdrawing. Alright, well, I guess we're going for salvage. Yeah, he's trying to run. He's just not doing a very good job of it. Speaking of running, that gives us partial cover for the hunchback. It does give him our right side. No, that gives him our rear. Yeah, we can back tank. We're gonna back tank the hunchback and the crusader. And I know the Wolverine hasn't moved yet, but we're definitely withdrawing. We're trying to get back into range of those field guns. Murdoch would like to try to take another couple of shots at this Orion with large lasers. Or, if we just stand still, that gives us a better shot with the mediums and the SRMs and the LRMs. Yeah, those large lasers are just too hot. We're gonna stand still and take shots at that Orion. And the Phoenix Hawk has come over here, where he is exactly 7 hexes away from the Archer. You know what? We're just gonna try to nail him with some LRMs, unless he's also in withdrawal. Nope, Trebuchet is withdrawing, Griffin is withdrawing, Phoenix Hawk is not withdrawing, and it looks like Lark is gonna be safe here for another turn. Now this assassin that I keep forgetting is on our team does not want to be near the Orion because we've got artillery incoming. But we can, if we can get 3 hexes from this Griffin, that should negate partial cover because we're on the high ground. So that should be an ideal shot with the medium laser and the SRMs. Both of them. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of the assassin's weapons loadout. 2 tons for an SRM2 is just too much of a cost. He's better off with medium lasers and heat sinks. Alright, Rifleman ejected. I need to... Oh, I don't know who killed the Rifleman. And it won't even let me view his sheet. So that is 68 question mark. We need to make sure and look up who got that kill. Trebuchet fell down, took 5 to the leg, 5 to stay conscious, rolls a 6, but then he does get up on the second attempt. And then the assassin needed a 6 because of a cramped cockpit and his busted actuator, but he gets a 9. So I'm not sure actually where he went. Sniper hitting the friendly Hermes. See, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that hits friendlies with artillery. It's just too difficult to aim. Where did that assassin go? Is he up here? I think it looks like. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time getting a shot on him there. Meantime, field gunners have, I bet, no target. Excuse me. Okay, maybe I shouldn't put that on that side of the screen. And also, I don't know what's up with those Ziggies. Yeah, we don't have any targets in range. And that's an 11. It's better than nothing. We don't even have to pay for ammo with small arms. These guys, no target. These guys, I doubt they have a target. Just double check. Yeah, outside of visual range. we should be able to do 3 of these on 12s for 1 heat, you know, and then 8s. 8s. Let me check that number again. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for his movement. Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully we land at least one of them. And hopefully we get a good cluster roll. And then Hoser, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna take a cool off turn. Not trying, well, on a 4 though, that's really tempting. And if we can kill him this turn, he won't shoot back next turn. So, the Griffin is running away. We're not gonna have a target next turn unless the Trebuchet decides to try and re-engage, which I don't think he will. I think he's going to the map edge. He might lob some LRMs at us on his way. Heat it up. 4? We'll do 4? Or do you want to go 7? I mean, you're already kind of out of the way of the rest of the fight. You're kind of doing your own thing over here, whereas they've got people over here and people up here. 7? We'll do 7. That is all the mediums. And that's just going to cost you a movement point next turn, which should be fine, because, again, this battle is hopefully kind of wrapping up already. We've got an 8 there, and I don't see any other. Yeah, 8 or a 12, I'll take the 8. Thank you. It's a shame we don't have anything else, and since we're getting shot in the back this turn, I wouldn't... No? Dang, that's going to be on the right side. That's going to be on the right side again. We're going to lose that right side. We're going to take an autocannons into the right side. I'm calling it now. Stalker at the Orion. We've got 4s with all the medium lasers. And we've got 5s with the LRMs. We'll throw in some SRMs on the 6 as well. That'll leave us at 4 heat for the turn. Hunchy, still no targets. And the Assassin on the Griffin as well. Hold on. Yeah, 11s is far from ideal, but we'll take it. We'll build up a couple points of heat. Alright, Wolverine shooting at the building that our field gunners are in, kills one of them. Kills 3 of them actually, leaving us with 11 troops in that squad. Field gunners missing their shots on 11. Trebuchet at the Assassin, missing with everything on 12s. Hunchback at the Orion did not land that autocannon 10 on the right torso like I predicted, so I'm super happy about that. Coolant Truck landing a flamer on the Crusader to the left torso. The enemy Phoenix Hawk at our friendly Clint landing a medium laser and a machine gun to the left torso, center torso. That Clint does not have enough armor to be engaging a Phoenix Hawk. He only starts with 6 across most of his locations. Crusader at the Coolant Truck landing a machine gun to the front and some SRMs immobilizing it. So that Coolant Truck is gonna be a goner here soon. Blackjack at the Assassin on 11s and 10s, missing with everything. The Archer at the Phoenix Hawk missing all of his 12s, but he does land... Did I not? I thought I fired both LRMs. Did I not? Well, dang. Yeah, still landed 12 missiles. Left leg, right leg, down to 0 armor there. Left torso. That's... I must have clicked done on accident. What happened there? I guess we'll find out during the heat phase. But yeah, that should only be 15 heat when we were trying to do 21. Hoser at the Trebuchet, landing all 3 PBCs. Right leg destroyed. Center torso down to 9. Center torso down to 1. Center torso down to 2. Center torso down to 2. I'm just going to go ahead and make a note. Because he's going to fall down, and if that damage hits his center torso or right arm even and transfers to the center torso, that kill goes to Hoser. So, pending, but yeah, we're giving you that one. Clint returning fire at the Phoenix Hawk to the right torso rear, going internal but not getting the crit. Our Orion on the enemy Hunchback didn't quite land that. And then Murdoch at the Orion, landing 3 out of 4 medium lasers. That's 1 to each arm and 1 to the right torso. Both LRM-10s hit for 12 more points. That's left leg and right arm taking the brunt of that. And then the SRM-6 missed on a 6. So that was 4 heat for nothing. Griffin on the Archer needs an 8 and misses. Hermes on the enemy Orion needing 8s, 7s, and 11s and missing. The enemy Assassin shooting at turrets and doing some damage, but not a whole lot. Our friendly Assassin at the Griffin missing on 11s. The enemy Orion on our Stalker landing 12 missiles to the right arm and center torso, as well as 2 points to the left arm. And the Trebuchet does not go down. Wait, no. Sorry, I was expecting to see failed, but no, he does fall. He takes 5 to the left torso, where apparently he still had armor. He needs a 15 to avoid damage, and a 7 to stay conscious, but he is technically still up and at him. I really did not expect him... Yeah, his right side is just messed up, but his left side is still pretty strong-ish. Except for that arm. But that does, now that he is in forced withdrawal, since we have shot at him, he will take any opportunities to shoot back, provided he can still make it off the board. So we might just... What do you think, Varank? Are we gonna follow the Trebuchet? Try and take him out? I'm thinking so, because I don't honestly see you being relevant to much of the rest of the fight. You don't have the mobility. Salvage is good money, I agree. Clint kicking the Phoenix Hawk in the back, going internal, but not quite getting the crit, rolling a 7, needed an 8, and didn't knock him down either. But we might be wrapping this up soon, because they are down to about just over 10,000 points left from their initial 18,000. So about 1,000 more points, and we'll have them. Snipers incoming. Unless there are better live opponents. I mean, the only thing in your area right now... Oh, he ejected. I see that. We've got the Griffin here, we've got that pilot ejected, and then the Trebuchet ejected. So, the Griffin, who is also in forced withdrawal, who is not currently shooting because we haven't shot at him yet, but he is... If we shoot at him now, he'll probably be about here, give or take. So it'll be another 2 turns of shooting at him before he makes it off the board. So, and then who's... Oof. I do not know where my notes from when this person went down. No, stop that. Stop that. I hate when I start right-clicking all over the map and the menu keeps popping up. Yeah, you guys are gonna sit tight. You guys are gonna sit tight where you are now. You guys are gonna sit tight, and so are you guys. Maybe that assassin will try to make a comeback. I mean, the Griffin still has, I think, full mobility. No, he's missing some jump jets, so he'll be 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. That's still medium range. Long for the lasers. Yeah, I think our best shot is standing still. Keep those numbers down. Archer waiting for initiative. Petra gonna come down here and try to continue back tanking that hunchback, or where's the hunchback going? Oh, he's going after the coolant truck. We have LRMs actually. We might not be able to do much next turn, but I think that's the move for right now. Stalker can continue laying into the Orion, I think. That's a winning proposition. This guy is actually... Oh, it's his back that's messed up. I see. His right leg is also pretty weak too, though. We're exactly 7 hexes, and I'm definitely going to fire both launchers this time. And then Lark obviously still doesn't have a target. Oh, and the assassin, right. The assassin, actually, is going to try to take some back shots on this Phoenix Hawk. Facing that way, we'll even get an LRM shot on the Griffin. Trebuchet ejected, that one goes to Hoser. Nice job, mate. Oh, and of course, artillery hits the Stalker for 5 to the left torso, 5 to the center torso. Because, of course it did. Autocannon 10 has no target because we don't shoot pilots. And yeah, Griffin is going to be way out of range. Range of 20, yeah. That would be at the edge of extreme range anyway. Now here, these guys finally have some shots on the Wolverine. Oh, a shot on the Wolverine, because there's only enough guys left to fire one gun. You guys have, because this the assassin's hiding behind this turret, which it's duking it out with. No target there. Alright, Archer at the Phoenix Hawk. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2 on 8s. Yes, 21 heat, that's where we want to be. Hopefully we can do some more good this turn. I felt pretty good about hitting last time. Alright, we've got 6s on the Griffin. He's not currently engaging, but he will, and he's still fully armed and mostly mobile. His torsos are stripped of armor on the left and right side, but knowing our luck, we're going to hit him where he's strongest. I'll give you a second to respond and come back to that. Meantime, the Orion at the Hunchback, we've got some 8s, and a 7, and an 8. Stalker on the Orion, same thing as last time. Maybe not quite so much with the SRMs, but we've got 4s with the medium lasers, we've got 5s with the LRMs. No, we can do the same thing as last time. We'll launch an SRM-6 at him. Puts us at 4 heat for the turn. Debating whether or not to engage the Griffin. He's still... Depending on the locations that we roll, he can tank it in the center torso, he can tank it in the right arm. So I'm kind of expecting we're going to hit him in the center torso and the right arm. If we hit him with all 3 shots, we're pretty much guaranteed to go internal somewhere. His right arm is still solid. That's his PPC arm. His right torso would only take a medium laser to disarm him completely. Good salvage. Yeah, PPCs are good money. Maybe we can knock off that torso and salvage the arm. That's 3 6s. Oof, a 10. We'll go up to 8. I don't usually go that high. It's a targeting penalty next turn, but I'm hoping one of those medium lasers lands. 16%. 16%'s not great. We'll go to 7 heat. We'll avoid the targeting penalty next turn, and we'll have a better shot with the large laser than the mediums. No, there's... I mean, your nearest target other than the Griffin is going to be this other Griffin over here. And, I mean, that's many, many hexes away. That's a range of 20. We've only got 14 hexes of visibility, and on this terrain you're only moving 1 to 2 hexes a turn, I think. Also, it counts for points. If we can knock out his PPC and his LRM, that might be... Yeah, because he's still worth 1,000 points. If we can knock him out, that's a win. We'll take it. Assassin, we've got a 9 and a 9 and a 10. Alright, enemy Wolverine hitting our Orion in the center torso where we are strong, and then the SRMs come and start crit seeking. Does hit that right torso, but no further crits. Right arm, left arm down to 1 armor, center torso down to 4. Put that cowardly running away Griffin down. Yeah. Yeah, he lost an arm, and like, that arm is only good for punching. And he's like, nope, I'm out. So yeah. Hunchback, as predicted, going for the coolant truck, immobilizing it. It was already immobile. But not killing it this turn. The Crusader probably will, though. Medium laser turret, legging the assassin, nice. Hitting it also in the center torso. That assassin with no mobility is going to be an easy pickings. Crusader at the coolant truck, hitting the front left side turret. And the SRMs finish the job. Yep. Blackjack at the Wolverine, hitting the left arm for 2. Phoenix Hawk, missing the assassin on 9s. Archer at the Phoenix Hawk, landing 24 LRMs. Left arm, right leg, left arm, left torso, center torso. So, knocking off a significant chunk of his armor, but not quite anything crunchy. Bulldog also firing at the coolant truck. Those are wasted shots at this point. Our Orion at the Hunchback, landing 6 LRMs to the center torso and left torso. Friendly Clint at the Phoenix Hawk, hitting the left torso and left arm for 5 each, down to 2 structure on that arm. And then the Stalker on the Orion, landing all 4 medium lasers. That's center torso, left leg, right arm, down to 9 on those arms. And then landing 18 LRMs to the left torso, left arm, center torso, and right leg. Still looking pretty solid there, except for that left arm. And then 6 SRMs to the left torso, to the head, forcing his first consciousness check. Right leg, center torso, left torso. Still looking pretty tough though. Alright, Hoser at the Griffin, landing the left leg, critting the upper and lower legs. Hitting the right leg for 10 also, leaving him with 12 structure there. missing with the third PPC and the large laser. So he is still armed, but he's hardly mobile. He's not going to be a 353 and making piloting checks when he runs or when he jumps, not when he runs, I don't think, for upper and lower. But next turn. Next turn, I'm hopeful. The Hermes at the enemy Orion missing on 10s and 7s. The enemy assassin jamming one of the medium lasers with his own medium laser and stunning the crew with his LRMs. The enemy Orion at our stalker landing an autocannon to the left arm. We're down to 11 armor there. 9 LRMs to the left torso, center torso. And then the friendly assassin shooting the Phoenix Hawk in the back. That is right torso rear for 5, leaving him with 5 there. And 2 SRMs to the center torso rear, leaving him with 3 armor. And the left torso rear, leaving him with 5 structure. Lark, hey, you're late. You haven't missed much personally, because if you'll remember last week, you got legged. So you're just kind of hiding out on the side of a cliff where no one can see you and you can't see anyone. But overall, we're doing better than I was worried about. Hoser has been putting the hurt on a Trebuchet and a Griffin, and the Griffin goes down, so that is another kill for Hoser. And that should be the win. The assassin also goes down from getting legged by the turret and ejects, auto-eject from the ammo explosion. And then the enemy Orion stays standing. So, we do have some physicals. Yes, let's... 8s. With a piloting of 6, I don't like to kick on an 8, but we can try to punch. Maybe we'll get that left torso or something. Nope, we missed. Almost, but we missed. The friendly Hermes kicking the Orion in the left arm, knocking out his laser. And the enemy Griffin punching our friendly Clint in the left leg. And Clint returning the favor by kicking him in the head. I love head kicks, even if it's only for 8 points. Looks like the Griffin got hosed. Yes. Rolling around the ground and dodging. I wouldn't even say dodging. No one's even been shooting at you. You don't have LOS on anything except the Orion, and the Orion's been engaging the stalker. So it's been kind of quiet. You've just kind of been camping out and waiting for someone to get into range so you could fire some lasers at him. But it hasn't happened yet. And with that, we should have them down to 7,300. So yes, that is clearly a victory. Oh, still had some artillery incoming. Dan Arabekian wakes up on a 12, which is good for him. Yes, we'll go ahead and save this. Oh man, I lost so many infantry though. I'm not happy about that. Yes, we did control the battlefield, which is good because it was our home base. So, ultimately, the archer took some armor damage, nothing major. Hoser took a little bit of armor damage, again, nothing major. Our Orion, ouch, took some internals on the right torso, lost the autocannon 10. And honestly would have dumped the ammo if he hadn't been getting shot in the back at the time. Murdoch and the Stalker also relatively minor damage. The Talvasoda, with the right leg blown off and the left leg critted in the actuator. Right torso down to 1 structure. That's going to be a real pain to repair. And the autocannon 20 needs to be replaced, I imagine. I don't think we're going to be able to fix that. It's possible. These guys down from 28 to 11. These guys down from 28 to 24. So we'll need to recruit some infantry to make up for that. Let me just scan this real quick for any KIAs. Yeah, there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we lost about 11 people. They will be missed. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, he was mobile. He escaped. It was close. The Crusader, I don't know why it says heavy damage, because he really did not get that badly hurt. The enemy Bulldog, also not badly damaged. Enemy Hunch, that's the 4H. We put some hurting on him, but not enough to keep him from escaping. And the other Griffin only took the head hit. 1 shot he took, and he was like, nope, that's enough for me. What's our salvage percentage? 42 out of 50, so we should be able to salvage about 3 million out of this. We already have a rifleman that we're fixing up. I mean, trebuchets are good mechs. I'm not real sure about this variant with only 1 LRM. Also missing a cockpit, missing a right torso, missing a right leg. I mean, it would be good XP for our techs, but honestly, they're gonna have their hands full already. I mean, we could ransom some stuff just for cash. I mean, I know that we'll get it at the end of the contract, but we could use it now, really. Lamb? Okay, yeah. What kind of shape is it in? It is... Oof. Missing the right torso and the right leg. Landing gear, avionics, cockpit, and sensors. Those are like the 4 most time-intensive things to replace, especially the landing gear and the avionics. That's going to be like a month in repairs. But we'll take it, because they are strategically valuable. And that leaves us with about, what, 1.5 million that we can... let's go ahead and take this Drillson and the Hetzer. That should put us at like 48%. Alright, so we've got some stuff for our techs to work on, which is kind of a mixed blessing, because, you know, they already have their hands full. We did capture one of the guys from the Drillson. I guess the Trebuchet and the Griffin pilots managed to get away while we were holding down the fort. You can't even tell it's a lamb. It's literally a nub we found in the sand. I mean, we can put it in mothballs and fix it up when we have more time. And honestly, avionics and landing gear don't cost anything except time to replace. So once this contract is over and we have more techs... Alright, so... Griffin goes to Hoser. If he's... Hoser. Trebuchet goes to... Again, Hoser. The Rifleman... I think that one went to the artillery. The Hetzer, the assassin, went to a turret, and the Stinger, I don't even remember. That was, jeez, that was like 5 weeks ago, I think, because this is the 3rd session we've been doing this mission, and we interrupted it for 2 weeks for that side game. So this looks as right to me as I can remember it being. So we've got some XP, not as much as I would like, but you know, we're getting there. Preserve 3, we did that. Preserve 100%, we lost a vedette. And we did force withdrawal of well over 50%, and we did preserve everything but this one vedette. So That is a victory. That is worth -1 contract score. Yeesh. But then +1 for the victory, so it should wash out. Oof. Man, this has been a long contract. We've still got, what, about 36 days left on it? All right, first things first, infirmary. We've got a bunch of privates who need seeing to. Also, Jacoby got some cuts on his chest, some cuts on his leg, and a bruise on his left hand. Nothing life-threatening. And then we've got French with a laceration on his head. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of our privates wounded, and 1 prisoner. So we'll just go ahead and assign all of those to Delphine. If it wanted to survive, he shouldn't have brought AC2s, right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the AC2 variant of the Vedette either. It's just not good. Oh man, you know what? This is an objective raid, so I feel like we should feel lucky to have 4 transport bays that we can use. If he brought AC2s, he should have been at extreme AC2 range. I agree. The only thing close to an advantage they have. Yeah, maybe try to get some through armor crits on something with those, because you're just not doing it with the damage. All right. Now we do have some work to do. All right, so the rifleman is in Bay 1. We're gonna have, obviously, Hunchback in Bay 2. Stalker, awesome, and Ryan in Bay 3. And I guess we'll start with the Stalker in Bay 4. And then once we're done with the Stalker, we'll put Hoser's Ride into Bay 4 and leave it there. Alright, so first things first. We've got Chris. Oh man, and we've only got, what, 2 days before our next mission? On the 15th. Okay, on a 7 with a veteran, and that's easy to maintain. I really don't want to have to replace that right torso right this second. We'll spend 2 days trying to fix it, and hopefully we get a 6 or better. I don't like those odds. The era mod drops to +1 at 30-50, so I guess I've been spoiled lately with these easy targeting numbers. Also, the lack of elite techs is putting a real damper on things. We do, however, have plenty of armor, so we don't need to worry quite so much about that. And yeah, I think I'm going to be taking all of the 6s on the armor. Oh, we spent an edge to do that, but we did it. And we're spending edge on 2s and 3s. All right. Oh, and well, we're out of edge, I guess. Veronica, I kind of want, or Lonnie and Veronica are small job people right now. So we'll have, can you stop screwing up for me, please? I need these mechs back together in a hurry. Thank you. So yeah, well, let's check out this Hunchback. On a 5, that's going to be an all-day job for Lonnie. We got it. All right. So the Hunchback still damaged, but at least we're fully armed. We'll have Jacoby try to fix this left arm. I don't like 7s, not for a part like that. Even a 6 is pushing it. It'll be 2 days. You should have edge though, so if you do break it, right? Or did you spend your edge? No, you still got your edge. So that should help keep you from breaking that left arm too badly. This right torso, however, on an 8. Aye. What does this next mission look like? How bad is it gonna be? It's a probe mission, so it shouldn't be too bad. But it's us against 11,000 points. We're worth 8,000 right now. Of course, that is fresh out of battle. That's a Wasp, a Maxim, a Packrat. Griffin could be an issue. Phoenix Hawk might be a little bit of a thing. That's another 4J Hunchback. That is the Autocannon 5 and LRM one. If it'll show me. Thank you. LRM 10. 2 LRM 10s in the right torso. Medium laser in each arm. Medium laser, looks like 3 medium lasers in the right torso. So at least he's not packing an Autocannon 10 or an Autocannon 5. Wolverine 6M, Scorpion 1N has a PPC. But honestly, right now, with this right torso, if we take the 7, because our best tech, our only veteran, is going to be tied up for the next 2 days. So we're not going to have a target number better than 7 before that battle. On a 7, we break it irreparably on a 2, a 3, or a 4. That's a 1 in 6 chance. Those are not good odds. And that's if we start on it now with the best person we have available. Or we can save the roll for when we have more time, that our best put our best person on it and get a target number of 6. I don't know, Jacoby, what do you think? Is it worth taking the chance now and risk breaking it for good? Or at least until we can get the arm off and the autocannon back out and have like plenty of time for a full refit? Or do we go into battle with one structure in the right torso, taking a pretty big risk, but we're only trying to get them down by 25%. So it should be a relatively quick battle. It's your mech. I would appreciate and certainly invite input on the matter, because I don't want to... Right now I'm leaning towards leaving it until after the battle. Worst case scenario is it gets blown off and we have to replace it and the autocannon. But if they've gotten through your armor, chances are we're going to have to replace the autocannon anyway. So again, if you'd like to weigh in on that, I anxiously and eagerly await your input. In the meantime, that'll be 2 days there. That leaves us with just B left. Let's see, 960. Okay, so 960 plus 120. So we can spend 180 minutes in the meantime. Alright, Lark, I need, if you're going to answer, I need to know now. If you're typing, I can't. Okay. I think we can deploy. I'm just worried about the single pip on the armor. Structure, not armor. And if I can get to Brawl before some lucky long-range LRM AC laser decides to plink it off. Well, that's the thing, is that we can replace... We've got 20 points of armor covering it. It's just once it penetrates that 20 points of armor, then it will be gone. So... Alright, well that's going to be tomorrow anyway. Alright, what else? We're going to have some stuff not getting fixed. We want general. Yeah, we will have our green tech doing that. We will have our green tech doing that. And I know we're stacking up our green tech with like days and days of stuff to do, but... Oh, I forgot we still had tanks. We can work on tanks. Alright, who's got the most XP? That looks like Doodles. Misunderstood. In this case, I say deploy. Yeah, alright, that is the plan. And then when we have time, we will put our veteran tech on that. We'll try to make the 6 or better without rolling a 2 or a 3 first. And hopefully we can get that fixed. And seeing as how, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll have the whole weekend to repair after this mission. And oh look, here's a spare autocannon 20. We'll have, you don't have much XP, so we'll have you do that. Oh, wrong button. And some spare ammo as well, if we can friggin' get it. And drill some. Well, we grab some LRMs from there. Oh, 9s. 10. Oh, short-handed. How are we short-handed? Oh, because we've got more techs than we used to. So we're going from 66 to 102 temporary Aztecs. Alright, well, that'll make some of this work a lot easier. I have Doodles continue stripping armor off of these and gaining XP for it. That's what I'm talking about. 54, and that'll be into tomorrow. That's cool though. Alright, and we'll go ahead and get started on that. So that is all of our techs. Oh. Yeah. And the infantry still aren't doing their thing quite right. Alright. Going into Thursday the 14th. Yes, I know we have unmaintained units. It's all salvage except for stuff going into mothballs. Alright. Chris fixes the right torso on the Orion, but it costs us an edge, and even still we barely get it, needing a 6 and getting a 6 on the reroll. We did get the armor on the right torso of the Hunchback with an 8. The left arm on the Hunchback is going to need another shot at that. We did get the leg back on it, so that's outstanding. Salvage, salvage. Shasa working on the Rifleman. Kazuko working on the Wolverine, so it's going to be a couple more days before all of these things get mothballed. That's no big deal, though. Meantime... Okay, so we're not doing this just yet, but on a 7, let's take a little extra time there. That'll be a 2-day job, that's fine. Let's finish getting this armor on here. On a 7, yeah, we don't need the armor that bad. Oh, nice. Needed a 7, got the 7. Yeah, we'll have, well, Halima. We care about you less. Because you weren't one of our OGs. Loni, Beatrix, and Chrysanthemum were all named by Gemini, by the way. She helped me come up with a lot of the names and backstory for this unit. For more, you can, if you missed it, you can always go on YouTube and look at the first couple episodes. I apologize for the audio quality. It's just been kind of a running theme with my stream that I've had problems with the audio. But that was before I knew what I was doing. So I may be very, very quiet for the first couple of episodes. But yeah, I kind of go over the backstory of everything then. Alright, let's try to bring that down to a 5. Alright. Hunchback, looking to be in pretty good shape. The right torso is still hurting underneath the armor. A running theme, a bit misleading if you're sitting down playing the game, don't you think? Shall I say a continuous theme? It's something that I've had problems with since day one, is my audio quality. So, yeah, if I were more active and less sedentary, yeah, then I could call it a running theme. Stalker is in a transport bay, alright. So we'll do 70 and a 60 and get neither of them. Narlac is now following. Welcome to the community. Thanks for joining us. Pleasure to have you. Right now we're just doing some repairs from that last battle, which kind of chewed us up something fierce. And the Orion. Now, for anyone who's been playing Megamek, you would know, especially if you've been in my Discord, you would know that they just released a new version, and we need an autocannon 10. Actually, we need that like yesterday. So yeah, 49.3 just came out, and it changes a lot actually. Between, this is 48.0, 49.3 is got some upgrades, some improvements, some fixes. Let's use that bonus part. We've got a battle tomorrow. We can't be waiting for things to come in. That'll be tomorrow. Yes, welcome aboard. Unit Marketplace for non-ATB campaigns? Yeah. Oh, welcome, Gribbly. Do you know if any skills alter the chance of prisoners being willing to defect? I believe that is based primarily on their skill level. More green prisoners have a higher chance to defect, more elite prisoners are harder to make defect, and your unit rating. The higher your unit rating is, I understand. But as far as like negotiation or anything like that, I don't believe so. Alright. So we have the Rifleman still in Bay 1. The Orion is getting an autocannon, needs to be in Bay 2. Hoser's Ride is going to be in Bay 3. We can take the Stalker out. Still waiting on this leg, so that's in Bay 4. Alright, so that gives us the... which one was it? Yes, Hoser. It's now getting fixed up. Well, that went pretty quick. And the only thing left is the Archer after this, and that will be getting fixed up the day of our next battle. But yeah, to answer your question, it should be pretty much everything that I know about ATB, I know from the ATB docs, which is packaged with the game. There should be a chart in there that describes the exact modifiers for getting someone to defect. Yes, I know we're not maintaining our units properly, and that's going to bite us in the butt, but for now, we don't have an option. Probe Attacker is today. Lower arm actuator has arrived. Fixed the armor on the Hoser's Ride. Right leg on the Hunchback is fixed. Failed to replace the autocannon 10. So that's kind of a problem. Let's get Chris on that. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so we can take the Orion out of the transport bay, and we can put the Archer into the transport bay. And that is mostly just going to be armor and reloading. Alright. Alright. So that's not getting fixed. That's also not getting fixed. I forgot we had some stuff here that we could have done yesterday. But we have more mechanics than we have mech techs, so not as pressed for time on these things. We'll have someone spend 3 days doing that so we can sell it. We'll have someone spend 3 days doing that, so for XP, I guess. We'll just run through these real quick. I don't like 8s. I never like 8s. Are you playing StratCon? Not yet. We're still on 48.0 in this game. I've been playing StratCon on the side, but we were kind of in the middle of a battle when 49.3 came out, so we haven't upgraded yet. I was planning on doing that, actually, since we're going to be between battles, hopefully, after this, so we'll be upgrading to that, and then for our next contract, we'll be doing StratCon. All right. All right, we are ready to start. What is our BV up to? Our BV is up to 9.4 thousand. We're up against 11,000 BV worth of stuff. And yes, that is another LAM. Oh yeah. Deploy force, probe attacker. Yeah, we're not going to be able to bring any infantry on this. real quick. We are bringing a veteran pilot and a WASP with us, but that's going to be a liability because if they die, that's going to hurt us. And then our objective, destroy, cripple, or force the withdrawal of at least a quarter of them, and ensure that 3/4 of our guys survive. So, hopefully that won't be a problem. They're bringing mostly tanks, seems like. Oof, they do out-ton us by about 80 tons, so that's less than swell. They've got foot platoons, we've got a damaged hunchback. So, and even when we're doing reconnaissance, we still always travel as a group. We're not letting ourselves get spread out. So we start all together. They have reinforcements coming in on turn 6, including a Saladin. Wow, okay. A veteran pilot with a Saladin, that could be kind of an issue. Their Griffin is an elite pilot. Just double check. Oh. Real quick. That's going to be under pilot. Where is it? There it is. Should have earned a second edge. And let me actually go back and do it this way as well. Yes. You were in combat action, you got an edge. Also, you should have a purple heart. Who else had a purple heart, or should have gotten a purple heart? I know someone. Was it Murdoch? Someone else got injured, I could have sworn. Privates, we don't give them purple hearts, it's just too much. There's too many of them. Alright, well. Okay, so you've got your 2 edge. And do we want to maybe configure what we use that for? Do we want to use that for head hits or through armor crits? Hoser's mech should get one. His paint got all messed up. Purple heart for Hoser. I mean... You'll really make me do this. Wonder if there is, like, a purple kind of thing. That's not a heart, nor is it purple. I don't know. I'm just messing around at this point. I thought I saw it. Mind playing tricks on me. I mean, we could give it a purple heart. I know you're joking. I'm just joking too. Did you want to get, did you want to spend your edge on anything besides what you're currently set up for, which is KOs and explosions? Through armor crits, head hits. I don't suppose we're worried about superchargers or mask in 30-45. This is fine. All right. Don't want to waste it unnecessarily. I understand. So I think, what kind of map are we looking at? Something pretty open, little wooded, little elevation. Yeah, that should be pretty much ideal. Daylight, sleet. Everything else pretty much standard. Is that going to affect our visibility, I wonder? Alright, we've lost initiative for deployment, so we're going first. And I think, well, we've got LRMs. 2, 3, 4, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put us there on turn 1. That gives us a nice overview of a lot of this and a lot of this. That's where we're going to play Murdoch. I don't like Sleet. What's the objective? We are playing to 25%. The objective is to destroy 25% of the enemy before they destroy 25% of us. We are outnumbered and outgunned, but they're mostly lights and mediums, whereas we're mostly heavies with the one medium. And then we'll have Petra move into these woods on turn 1. That should give her clear line of sight over the top and kind of the central part of the map over here. They also have reinforcements coming on turn 6, so I'd like to be done before then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could put Hoser here. He'd be shooting through woods in any direction, but also any incoming fire would be through woods. I'm hoping for some luck. I'm still off my Hunchback one-hit kill. Yeah. Speaking of which, I want you out in front. I know you're damaged, but you're short range more than anyone else in the group. So I think we're going to try to make a break for these woods here. Is the plan. I'm going to put Hoser there. The Orion has the autocannon and the LRMs. Also kind of a frontline mech with the medium lasers and whatnot. So we're going to have him cut across down here and try to cover the central area. And of course the Wasp, pretty good pilot in this thing, but also objectives. We have the objective of keeping him alive. Might do a little scouting, might do a little shooting. This is a Wasp 1A with just the SRM and the medium laser. And we've lost initiative again. So that's just swell. It might be a couple of turns before we make contact, so yeah, I was worried about the visibility, and for good reason. I mean, we might just have most of our guys sit tight and wait for them to come to us, I think. All right. So limited visibility, probably penalties to hit, -1 heat per turn. And that is third initiative in a row that we have lost. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring the Archer out front, because it's also a decent medium range mech, what with the lasers and everything. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's pretty decently evasive. All systems mostly nominal. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Not quite nominal, but... Oh, there's a Maxim over there. Who I think is not going to have eyes on anyone except the Wasp just yet. Oh, we've got some more blips. It looks like they are making a run up the center. So we will rush out to greet them. Outside of visual range. Oh, actually have a 13 there. I mean, it's... I wasn't expecting to have anything at all. 14. Outside of range. Impossible. Impossible. And Well, why are those in that order? 14. Alright, so no shots yet. When I hear Maxim in the context of Battletech, I forget it's a vehicle. But honestly, a 1910s World War I Maxim in the middle of Battletech doesn't sound too far-fetched either. I wasn't aware that there was a World War I vehicle called the Maxim. But I mean, there were a lot of vehicles before my time that I'm not all familiar with, and probably just as many since my time. And we've won initiative for once. Alright, we're going to jump for some +3 evasion into some heavy woods. Try to get eyes on. Oh, there's a bunch of them right there. Oof. I don't want to save that. Yeah, we're going to try to stay out of range of most of them. We're probably going to do some backpedaling, actually. It's a machine gun? Oh, it's the stereotypical World War I emplacement machine gun. I see. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure I have heard of it before. It just didn't click, I guess. Honestly, when I hear Maxim, the first thing I think of is the magazine. Yes, I was a reader back in like the early 2000s. I'm not proud of it. It's not it's not what you would call high class reading. Oh, we've got medium laser range on this guy. On the other hand, let's see, these guys both move 6. That's a 585. Hunchback has, what was it, 2 LRM-10s? Yeah, and 5 lasers. This Wolverine is certainly taking point. The Spider is not far behind. Alright, big guns first. Do we have a shot with the Hunchy? Probably not, that's extreme range. Yeah, not on an 18. And no visibility on the Maxim. We've got 12s, we've got 10s. Oh. I'll take all the 10s, please, and thank you. And 13 now, 14. Impossible. Alright, so just the 10s. Okay. So we've got 9s with the Maxim, or with the Awesome. We'll take all of those, please. But 11 with the large laser. Is it worth building up 1 point of heat? Yeah, we're in a cold environment. We can cool that off pretty quick. And we've got 8s over here. And we can even afford a 10, I think, on the Wasp. And real quick, there's one thing that is bothering me. I like to be able to hit done when I'm done, not before. Outside of visual range, do we have anyone else lit up? those are all impossible. Alright, so no shots there. We've got a 12 there. Sure, we'll take it. Nuclear AC-20 shell. I mean, they've got a nuclear Arrow 4 shell, so why not? Arrow 4 shell is not much bigger than an autocannon 20 charge. Alright, Wolverine, landing a medium laser on our Archer for 5 to the left arm. Spider missing, Archer missing, Hoser missing on 9s. No shame. Enemy Wasp landing a medium laser and both SRMs on our Archer to the right torso and both arms. The Orion landing his big gun on the Maxim for half MPs, and then the medium laser follows it up to make it immobile. So that Maxim is going to be out of the fight very shortly. Maxim returns fire with machine guns and SRMs and LRMs and doesn't hit with any of it. Griffin taking shots at the Archer and missing. Wasp taking a shot at the Wasp and missing. Orion is at 3 heat. Griffin is at 2 heat. Wolverine is at 5, even after reducing for temperatures. And we've won initiative again. We're getting it when it counts, at least. Oh, the Maxim has unloaded people. That's okay. We're not going to be here to deal with that. We are falling back so that we don't get swarmed. Hoser, if nothing else, you can sit there and finish off the Maxim. Murdoch, can you give me a 4, please? Thank you. Excuse me. Oh, the Wasp is falling back. Our Stalker can move forward. Not quite as much as I would like, but we can. Yeah, it looks like they're taking this more northern passage. I feel like Lark can continue to advance up this way. Maybe try to get them in some kind of pincher. At the very least, he needs to be close to be effective. So I'm not having him pull back. Not yet. Not yet. And the Wasp, our friendly Wasp that we need to keep alive. Maybe go over here and try to land some shots on this Spider here, which has only 56 armors. Yeah, I'd move back from the Maxim too if I watched them unload $2,000 worth of machine gun ammo and several lines of missiles barrages to them all miss a 15-meter tall Mech. Yeah, he did not hit with anything. That was tens. Let's try and knock out this Spider first, I guess. And then we've got an 11 on the Griffin. We might as well. Heck, we might as well do both if we're gonna. Well, we'll save it for maybe when we've got a slightly better shot. Hoser. We could hit that rear or the right side. Ooh. I mean, we're most likely going to hit the right side anyways, so we might as well be shooting at it. So I'm pretty confident that Maxim is going down. 14, 13, 11. Take an 11 and a 9. Yeah, do it. 10s. Yeah, we'll take 10s. We'll not take 12s. We don't have quite an... +1 for sleep, +1 for unspecialized. That works. It's not likely to hit, but it's something. That's a 14. That's a 15. These guys are out of sight. And I know I said we were going to go after the spider first, but the Wolverine's easier to hit. Scorpion missing the archer. Wolverine landing a hit on the archer. Large laser would have been the head, but goes to the center torso instead, down to 1 edge. Archer at the spider on 10s and 11s, and the griffin on 11, missing with everything. Spider missing the archer on 8s, Vidette missing the hunchback on an 11. Hoser hits that right side with all 3 PPCs and the large laser. So yeah, it is toast. I kind of wish that like some of that extra damage would have splashed into the infantry, but it's whatever. Orion landing a hit on the Wolverine for 10 to the right torso. Wasp missing our Stalker. Stalker missing the Wasp. Griffin landing 6 missiles on the Archer to the left and center torso, and then our Wasp hitting the Wolverine in the right leg. No one took 20 points. No one needs to check to see if they fell down. All of our heat is in check. Their Griffin is at 5 heat. Their Wolverine is at 6. The Scorpion is at 5. There's a hole there now. Yeah, there sure is. Oh, and the foot platoon die in the sleet because they don't bring their cold weather gear. And apparently 10 seconds is longer than it takes for snow to kill them. So, I mean, I understand why he did it, because they were just going to die in the Maxim, but at the same time, it really didn't pan out for him. All right. Can we get a 4? I know I'm pushing my luck with these 4s, but yeah, they're really kind of avoiding Hoser's kind of area of control here. I feel like I need to reinforce this northern passage. Or maybe try to tempt them back. Who's over here? We've got a hunchback over here. He's the LRM hunchback, so 4 hexes is actually a pretty good range to engage him from. He's got that minimum range. Oh, we can get close range for the autocannon 20. That's good news. Getting deployed to fight an enemy on this cold atmosphere, but didn't pack a parka or jacket. Apparently we're so cold infantry literally freeze to death in 10 seconds. So whose idea was it that there was going to be infantry? I mean, I believe it's the Free Worlds League that we're fighting against, so I guess blame them. Alright, yeah, let's start closing the gap. It was nice while we were able to hide out in the woods and shoot at immobile targets, but we gotta move out. Oh, the Griffin has decided to play too. Alright, Hunchback on Hunchback, Stalker on Griffin, I think. And Wasp staying out of the middle of the big boys. Or... yeah, take a medium range shot on the spider. Needed a 4, got an 8, good deal. Not. I want to kind of keep that right hand free. I want to try to punch that spider. Because we got the battle fists. And punch does 7 damage versus 5 with the laser. And sure, we'll fire, yeah, I'll take 2 12 shots. Ammo is cheap. An 8 for the Vedette. 8 for the Scorpion. The Scorpion is worth 1200 points. The Vedette is worth 300. Which one has more armor? 96 versus 112. I kind of want to go for that Scorpion just because it's so lightly armored. Eights and 10s works for me. 8s and 10s. We'll save it. Save it until we have better numbers. Alright, so over here, we'll take one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Ooh. No, not the 10. I wanted the 6. There we go. 1 heat for the turn. And you... on a 9. Can we get a 9? Alright, the Archer, excuse me, landing 2 medium lasers on the Wolverine to the left arm and right torso, down to 5 armor on that right torso. Scorpion did land his PPC on the Orion for 10 damage to the left leg, leaving us with 22 armor. The Wolverine hitting the Archer in the center torso with a medium laser, leaving us with 19. Hoser on the Scorpion hitting the rear left leg for 10, stripping it down to 0. Spider missing the Archer, Vedette missing the Awesome. Orion hitting the Scorpion in the right rear leg for 5s, leaving it with 5 armor there. Scimitar missing the Stalker. Stalker hitting the Griffin in the left leg with that large laser, right arm with the medium, center torso with the other medium. Pack Rat missing. Lark landing 2 medium lasers on the Hunchback, center torso and left leg. Cool. I mean, I was hoping, but I was not expecting. The Griffin landing 10 missiles on Hoser, not going internal, but getting a through armor crit on that left arm on a double heat sink, or possibly 2. So it's a good thing it's cold out. Wasp missing the Spider, Hunchback 4J landing a medium laser on Lark to the left leg. And the Spider kicking the Archer in the left leg. Did we fire the wrong laser? We didn't get a chance to punch. That's on me. Alright. Hoser is only sinking 34 rather than 38 heat. So yes, that was 2 heat sinks down. That's going to be a movement penalty next turn. Their Wolverine is at 6, their Scorpion is at 6. We've got them down to 89%, they've got us down to 97%. So I think part of that might have been the infantry, and we have lost the initiative, which is a little clutch. Well, let's save him. No, I think it's... time to start backpedaling with the Stalker. Probably the Hunchback as well. They're getting us really out of formation. I blame our technicians' faulty installation of heat sinks. I mean, the heatsink was installed fine. It was the armor that let the shot through. Okay, so that is lightwoods. That is lightwoods. So that's going to be through, looks like both of those. What happened last firing? You missed with your autocannon, but you did hit with a couple lasers. Hoser took some LRMs to the arm, which knocked out his heat sinks, which sucks. And there's that Saladin that I was so worried about before. Oh man, the reinforcements are already here. Was afraid of that. Alright, Archer moves forward, I think, to support these guys. Yeah, we're gonna try to, well, do we try to kick the Saladin in the back, or do we do something like this? Try to land a hit on this guy. He did not move. So we would literally need 4, 5, 6s. Whereas the Saladin flanked 11 for a mod of 4. Yeah, we're going to try to knock out their Hunchback. Ooh, a fire starter. Oh, wait. Hold on. Our Hunchback has better back armor. Not spectacular, but I don't think we're afraid of a... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, this is not great. What are you rocking? 2 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, 3 flamers. But not enough heat sinks, so... which of you guys has less armor, and which of you is less evasive? 96 to 64, flank 6, cruise 2. Let's try and knock out that vedette, I think. Put this over here for you guys. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Skip 7, 7. We'll take it. We've got 10s on the Saladin. We've got 9s on the Scorpion. Got 9s on the Spider. 8s on the Wolverine. Let's go ahead and take the easiest shot we've got. Oh wait, I forgot we had heat sinks down. So that's gonna be 3 PVCs. Yeah, and then. Since you're also shooting at that target, we'll go ahead and knock that out first. Orion, I guess, at the pack rack, because I'm hoping the vedette will be, well, 10s versus 8s. Because I'm hoping he'll be dead by then, but I don't want to count on it. So that's 7s on the Saladin. We need that thing dead now. 7s and 9s. 7, 7, 7. That's 2, that's 5. That's 9. I don't like going that hot, but Saladins scare me, honestly. 6s as predicted. With everything. Alright, we just hope that Firestarter doesn't get us in the right torso. Because a medium laser would be very bad to that right torso with 1 point of structure and 4 points of armor. Archer hitting the Vedette in the rear with a medium laser. Turret rear left side with LRMs, missed with the other. Scorpion hitting the Stalker in the left torso. Wolverine hitting the Archer in the rear table with 5 SRMs. Left torso is down to 4, right torso is down to 4, center torso is down to 8. Spider also using the rear table on the Archer, only gets him in the arm with a medium laser. Awesome, only landing one of his PPCs on the Wolverine to the center torso. Locust at the Hunchback to the left leg and left torso, taking small laser fire. Phoenix Hawk missing the Hunchback. Wasp hits the Wolverine in the right torso rear with a medium laser. SRM2 hits the center torso rear and the left arm, so that's 9 plus 10 is 19. That's not going to do it. Scimitar at the Hunchback, 2 to the right arm from an SRM. Firestarter at the Hunchback to the left leg and right torso rear with a machine gun. And the right arm with a flamer. Orion at the Vedette, 10 to the turret with the autocannon. Medium lasers to the left side and turret, down to 0 armor on that turret. Pack Rat missing, Wasp missing. Stalker on the Saladin, hits it with both large lasers and kills it. So glad to see by that. Those things are just so mobile and so powerful. The Saladin did get a return shot on the Stalker to the right leg, down to 5 armor there, and the Griffin followed that up with a PPC to the center torso. Our Hunchback into the back of their Hunchback, center torso rear with that autocannon, medium laser to the right torso, right arm. Oof. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, right there. 1 structure remaining. Almost did him in 1 shot. So close. And then couldn't quite follow that up. Right torso, rear, and right arm. His Hunchback returns fire at the Stalker with 6 LRMs to the legs. Saracen hits with 2 SRMs, costing us 1 of our edge points, and SRMs to the right torso and left leg, and the right leg. 6 LRMs to the left torso and right arm, costing us another edge, and nobody falls down. Can we kick him? On a 4? Yes. Hopefully he falls down and hits that center torso. 5? Yes. Alright, we kicked him in the right leg. Spider kicks the Archer in the left leg. Firestarter kicks the Hunchback in the left leg. Wasp kicks the Wolverine in the left leg. Locust kicks the Hunchback in the left leg, down to 0 armor there. And we fall down, take 5 to that left leg again, down to 7 structure. No one else falls down. Yeah, I did notice that you've been hunting down exclusively Hunchbacks. What is their BV? They're down to 85%, we're down to 92%. Things are starting to get a bit dicey, especially with that leg. Kind of want to hold off there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move this guy first, since he's only got the 1 laser and the SRMs. He almost punched through that one. 1 point. 1 point, yes. I was shocked and amazed. Oh, is this guy in retreat? Yes, he is. I mean, if we just stand there, sure. Sorry if I'm not keeping up the running narrative. I'm just trying to concentrate and get through this quickly. Because it is after 8, and I don't want to end this stream, you know, in the middle of a mission again, because then I won't be able to upgrade to 49 between sessions. Oh no. Fell down, took 5 to the head for a consciousness check. Oh, can't, careful stand. Yes, got it with a 6 on the second try. Maybe we can leg the scorpion. Elevens, 14s, 8s. Fire the left arm, fire the 2 center. Trying for the punch with that right arm. Again, if I can get it right this time. On the fire starter, not quite into his back. Oh. On a 6, yes, please. On an 8. Yeah, we'll take that as well. Puts us at 4. Ooh, no, not the large lasers this turn. We're too hot already. Take a cooldown turn. Ooh, we would obliterate this wasp if we hit him. We would also obliterate this fire starter, and that's an easier target. Ooh. Jacoby does his best fighting from the ground. He seems to be safest there at any rate. Wolverine landing a medium laser on the archer's right arm. 3 SRMs to the back. Right torso rear down to 2. Spider hitting the Orion in the right arm. Awesome. Hitting the Scorpion in the front right leg, which hadn't been previously damaged. Through armor crit on the gyro to the center torso. And then another PPC to the front right leg. Down to 3 for upper leg and foot actuator. The second medium laser also hits the front right leg, destroying it. He is going down. And he might have a hard time getting back up. Locust on the Stalker hits with a medium laser and a small laser to the center and left torso. Archer on the Scorpion to the rear left leg and front left leg, critting out his rear left lower leg. Phoenix Hawk missing entirely. Scimitar at the Stalker, hitting with an autocannon 5 to the chest. 2 SRMs to the right torso. Orion landing his autocannon on the Firestarter's right arm, critting out his medium laser. Following that up with a medium laser to the right leg, down to 3 armor there. And then the LRM-10 hits the Griffin for 8 to the chest. Pack Rat hitting the Hunchback in the right arm with a flamer. Firestarter hitting the Hunchback with a medium laser and a machine gun to the chest, down to 19 armor there. Stalker at the Scimitar to the left side, that's 1 medium laser, half MP, and then a medium laser to the rear, making it immobile, and then 1 to the turret. Enemy Wasp at the Hunchback to the right leg. And then Jacoby hits the Firestarter in the left torso with the big gun, destroying it, blowing off his left arm, and transferring 1 to the center torso. Following that with a medium laser to the right arm, going into the right torso, and another one to the right torso, and then a small laser into the Griffin's right arm. The Saracen hits the Hunchback with 2 SRMs to the left torso, critical for a heat sink, and the left arm. And then 2 more SRMs to the right arm and left leg, down to 5 structure on that leg. Wasp hitting the Wolverine in the left leg. Jacoby falls down again, taking 5 to his right arm. Scorpion falls, takes 5 to the right rear leg and 1 to the chest. Makes his first consciousness check. Firestarter also falls. Takes 4 to the left arm, transferring to the center torso, and making his first consciousness check as well. Okay, I really thought my archer would be able to punch someone this turn. Griffin kicking the Hunchback in the left arm for 11, down to 3 armor there. Spider kicking the Orion in the right leg, down to 26. Does not knock him down. Heat. The Wolverine is building up to 7 again. Firestarter is at 6, but he's got no guns anymore, so we've lost initiative. But I'm going to go ahead. I know we're not... Well... Out of 13-4, they're down to... Yeah, we can call this a win. I feel like the math would back me up, because that's 1,200 out of 3,000 is about 36% there. I don't know. We're down to 78%, and it is quarter after. My dog cheers. Well, I'm glad that we have the support of the family. I'm also glad that we did not lose the autocannon 20 out of the Hunchback or his leg. And with that, we're going to save our salvage. We're going to get through this little bit here. Yes, we did, because we won. That made me so nervous when that Firestarter got behind us. Oh, we had 4 points of armor and 1 point of structure holding us together. I was not thinking of that when I put the armor back on that right torso. Other than that, pretty light damage. Jacoby got himself hurt again. We've got a Scimitar, we've got, well, I guess the foot platoon froze to death. We've got the Maxim and the Saladin. How about we take the Saladin so that we have another spare autocannon 20. And we'll call that good. Did we capture anyone? We got a foot platoon guy, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also got one of the guys from the Maxim, and one of the guys from the Saladin, one of the guys from the Scimitar. Wait, did we kill the Scimitar? Anyway, I'll let it ride. I'm kind of in a hurry. I guess we did. Who was that? Was that... Murdoch got the Saladin. Did he also get the Scimitar? He was really waiting for his walk. I made that Hunchback a mulched back, and the Firestarter will think twice in the future flanking a Hunchback. Yeah. Well, it wasn't until he got in front of you that he regretted it. But yeah, Just being in your general vicinity was hazardous to his health. We did force, we'll call it that. Alright, and with that, we're going to go ahead and save our campaign. We are going to call it a night. I hope you all enjoyed being with me on this journey of mine. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, be a part of the community. Glad you could join us, and have a good night, everybody.